YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Zed from Austria this time, because we have my beautiful E9, and I know it's about time to post another video. I didn't do it for very long because I was very busy, but now we are back here in Austria with my beautiful classic car, the E9, one of my favorite cars ever built from BMW because it's a classic. It looks mean and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Just look at this nose. Come with me, please. Look at this nose right here. Wow, isn't it amazing? Isn't it beautiful? Yes, it is. And you know what? We are about to build, basically, I hope so, one of the most beautiful E9s ever built in history, because we put so much energy, so much effort into it. We are now working on it like, there are 2 years. And yeah, the reason why we brought it to Austria is because we are building a custom suspension. We put it on air in order to look good, in order to ride nice, and this is going to be built by LOWRIDER. It's a company here from Austria. They build custom suspensions for basically every car, but also for classics, like this here. And it will take like 3 weeks. We just brought it here, I think it's 1 week ago, in order to take some measurements on the suspension. And what happened? He just said he has no space for the car, that's why you have to ship it back to ADRI to Linz. But I thought this is not very smart and not very economic. That's why I have a good friend here. His name is Mike. He's my best friend here in Austria. He's got this beautiful garage. In case you want to check him out, it's Mike's Garage. Check him out on, do you have Instagram? He's got Instagram. I will put the Instagram account right here, and you'll find it also in the description. In case you need a nice car, we have here a beautiful Z4M, another Z3M, a beautiful 6 Series, and his personal
Nice.
Ferrari. Beautiful.
And a beautiful man.
And a bunch of other cars, in case you guys want a reliable partner who sells beautiful cars, which are good cars. Check out his Instagram account. He's having really beautiful M cars, classics, almost classics. But yeah, let's get back to the E9 story. The E9 has been shipped here to Austria to build the suspension, and it will stay about 3 weeks here until this company builds it, because it needs to be custom built. It's totally custom made for the car. And yeah, the story behind it is I wanted to go for a static suspension, but I thought maybe it's not low enough, it doesn't look that good. And if you want to showcase some nice wheels on it, that is what we're gonna do. It's really nice to sit low, to look tight, and a air suspension is the proper one, and I preferred it over a static one. So that's why a air suspension. And yeah, what else? The next thing is the interior, because it's also custom. Basically everything on the car is custom built, and we talk about a custom chassis, we talk about a custom color, we talk about custom wheels, custom suspension, as well as the custom interior. Okay, now, YouTube is very hard, we had to make a cut. Well, the story behind the car, I didn't ever tell you that it's a 3 liters 3.0 CSI. It's a nice engine for this car, it's iconic, everybody knows it. It's a is it stick? Yeah, I think it's stick. It's stick. I didn't even know it's stick. Can you imagine that I didn't even drive this car so far? I bought it. Well, let's start from scratch. Let's start from the beginning, because I bought the car on the internet. I just found it on Mobile, and I just thought, just buy it, because it was during the pandemic, so I didn't have the chance to see it before buying it. So I just said, okay, I can pull the trigger on it because it's a nice car. I had some budget for it, and I always wanted to have an E9 or something similar, but basically the E9 was the car I wanted to own. So I bought it. After I bought it, we shipped it directly to ADRI, because he's specialized in rebuilding cars. If you have an accident, you can get this car to his body shop. He can repair, but also do some projects like this. He did some before, and once the car arrived, we realized that the car was in a really bad condition, and we had to do more work on it than I thought, and the price was really high. So I talked to this guy who was selling it. He didn't really want to admit that the car was in a bad condition and it was overpriced. That's why I thought we're gonna get another guy who is specialized in checking out classics and guessing the value, and the value was much lower than I paid, so we kinda had an agreement with this guy that he get some money back, and this is what happened. He wired some money back after we kind of forced him to do so, and that's why it was fine after. So the car was overpriced, but I got some of my money back, so it was fine. We could start working on it, and the more we proceeded with the work on the car, we realized that we had even more work to do. And some people asked me why it took so long to get it in this condition, because it was in a really bad condition. He had 3 accidents, he had to do a lot of work, and if you do a good job, it takes time, and that's why these 2 years work on it. But it's finally almost ready, and I'm really happy to see it now after that long time, and it makes me really happy when I think about driving it on Europe's roads, or taking it to WÖRTHERSEE, taking it to very beautiful places so that you guys can see it. But once, it's still a lot of work to do until it's finished, but I'm pretty sure that until May, mid-May, when WÖRTHERSEE is going to be to take place, the car is going to be done, because we have a lot of work to do on the interior. We have a lot of work to do on the body as well, because there are some imperfections, and ADRI is very perfectionist in this matter, especially when it comes to paint and to body work, and as well as some protection work. Because, okay, I'll just describe what is going to happen from now on with the car. From here, it's going to be shipped back to LOWRIDER, which will install the suspension. After getting the suspension installed, we're gonna get it back to ADRI, so he can finish all the imperfections on the body, on the outside car, so he can paint it and do whatever he has to do, I have no idea. And also do the details, because there are a lot of details that need to be done, like the badges on the car and some chrome parts. And whatever he has to do, he has to finish it. As soon as he will finish it, we're gonna get it back to Romania. We're gonna ship it back to Liviu, to Raliv, in order to put some paint protection on it, because the car is deep black. There's no metal in it. There's nothing. It's deep black, and you see every imperfection, every scratch. So we got to protect it before we ship it back to Bucharest, where we finish the interior, because this is also a issue that needs to be done, and it's a lot of detail work that is missing on it. And I think that's the biggest part, that this needs to be fixed after we get it back home, and then it's finished.
You need to find a name for the car.
What do you suggest?
I have no idea. Chantal.
Oh, this is so
So bad.
dirty bitch. But yeah, before I talk more or talk too much, check out the car. It's really nice.
Looking forward to drive the car?
I'm not just looking forward to drive the car, I'm looking forward to the whole project as a whole. Like people looking, the reactions, driving it, the looks, because it's unique. I have seen a lot of BMW E9s, people just kept it like stock or from the original setup, and never in this combination, like with interior, with the exterior color, on air suspension, with beautiful, nice, modern look in a classic wheel, and the car as a whole. It's beautiful. I have no idea what I'm looking forward more, like to drive it, to see it. I have no idea. I just love it. It's a car for enthusiasts, and I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just in love. I just saw it now. I didn't sit inside. It was the first time me sitting inside the car. I never drove it before, but it was an amazing feeling, you know, goosebumps, and I have no idea. I'm speechless. That's why I'll see you in the next vlog. I hope you guys liked this one. I hope you liked the results so far. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna keep you updated with the things that are going to happen with the car. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and stuff. Push this button, the notification bell and stuff. And see you in the next vlog. It's gonna be amazing. I'll keep you updated.